Alright, so we're gonna continue with this one. So in the last video, basically, our main character, he had to go to work. So after playing a little ditty with the pianist that's next door to their club room, or classroom after school, I don't know what the deal is, he ends up working, and then he runs into a girl named Io, and she seems to have a connection to Takeya, who is one of our other major characters. I think a childhood friend, if I remember right. So probably a love interest at some point in the future. Right now, Takeya is kind of a womanizer. Anyways, one of the pieces of info that we do glean out of that conversation is that Setsuna Ogiso, who is the girl that we talked to at the very beginning of this game, she's running for sort of Miss America of of Japan. I don't know. She's running for a popularity contest in the high school. So, anyways, she's a bit standoffish, I guess. She doesn't like to go out with people and do things. She sounds a little disagreeable for the most part, which for some reason, hits Haruki kind of hard. I think because, well, she did change her position. It seemed like it was almost kind of because Haruki talked her into it, or like the way they were talking about things, she decided that she'd help him out. So I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. Next is, Hayasaka-kun, if you would, please.
What? Hi,
Yeah. Yeah.
47ページ5行目
Fifth line, on page 47.
サンキューちょろっと待っててくださいね
Thanks. Just a second, please. Oops.
細いシャープペンシルの芯をカチカチと伸ばし意味もなくノートの上を走らせる
So I don't get any translation for whatever he's saying. But I do get... Whew! Confirming that Chikashi is safe, my eyes once again return to the bundle of papers in front of me. Drama Club. The Demon of Uzukiyama. Wind Instrument Club. Game Music Melody.
休憩時間15分だと入りきらないか
They can't even...
10分じゃ
They can't even fit in 15 minutes of intermission. What about 10? I pointlessly groan at the stage program for the school festival. Tomorrow morning's the deadline for the programs to be submitted for stage events. In other words, today's pretty much the last day for all entrants. Any changes or additions can happen after today, but if anyone misses today, there won't be any advance notice. It'll just get announced on the school homepage.
演劇から演奏への切り替えに15分演奏から演奏なら10分これでどうだ
Switching from stage drama to musical performance takes 15 minutes. Then from one musical performance to another it should be 10. How's that? Which is why I need to fit in as much as possible right now. Even though I'm not part of the school festival executive committee, nor am I in charge of the program, and in truth, I don't really have any power. I don't really feel it's irrational or pointless, but even with my burning sense of responsibility and nosy tendencies, it seems that this too is far beyond my capability. I'm just gonna turn him down, he's way too loud. That's already pretty low, I think. It sounds loud to me. But... However, from the eyes of a school festival committee assistant, this is the moment where everything goes back to square one.
15時軽音楽同好会
15 o'clock, Light Music Club. And as a member of the Light Music Club, I can't help but give a light sigh. Takeya had me registered just as the stage event started taking applications. After all, everyone was excited for the event. It was rather easy to make announcements and mark off times. At the time, I'd said I guess doing a job like this has its advantages, as I could set any time we wanted, but those words are worthless now. Taking the cap off the red pen, I planned on drawing 2 red lines across the 1500 segment, but I stopped. If I don't remove it today, we'll end up in the program, but if I do, there won't be any more motivation to revive the club. Should we go out with a bang or with a whimper? I can only be pessimistic about the situation right now, whichever way I think of it.
はい、ありがとう。ではその次。後ろの席の人。
You talk very slow. Alright, thank you. And next is the person sitting behind you. Eh? Thanks to me not paying attention to class, that call of hers startled me. But thinking more carefully, I was sitting adjacent from Chikashi. In other words, the seat behind Chikashi belonged to the unsociable student, next to me.
どうしたの?
Oh, what's the matter? Huh? Once again, I got the chills. I'm pretty sure Chikashi was on the 5th line on page 47. Given that, not much time has passed since then. That's right, if I asked Chikashi. I was gonna do the sound effect, but okay. Once again, he loses consciousness as soon as his duty is complete.
Toma-san?
Toma-san.
すいません。聞いてませんでした。
So we know her name is Toma. I believe that's her last name. I could be wrong. I do want to hear her line again, because I want to start to get a voice for her.
すいません。聞いてませんでした。
She's got kind of a deeper voice than a lot of female characters.
すいません。聞いてませんでした。
So I don't know how I'm going to do the voice yet. I'll probably just do regular voice for now. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I hadn't considered the seating order.
悪い。俺も聞いてなかった。
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear either. She never pays attention to class, so it's my fault for not being able to follow up. She gives me a resentful look, for being of no help. But then again, maybe that's not what she intended, but it was a wordless remark after all. Toma-san.
トーマさん、あなた最近ちょっと集中力に欠けるところがあるわね。やっぱり普通。今度から気をつけます。
Oh, did she just interrupt her? Toma-san, you haven't been paying much attention recently. Maybe you should... I'll be more careful next time. I'm sorry.
どうぞ授業を続けてください。私のことでしたらお構いなく。
Please continue with the lesson. No need to pay me much heed. Still, despite this, being the usual for her, it's rare to find someone who apologizes so insincerely.
Hmm. では、授業を続けます。じゃあ次は隣。
Then let's continue with the lesson. The next one will be the one beside. Eh? The seat beside her would be at the window, leaving only the seat on the right. But that means...
続きをお願いします。北原くん。
Please continue, Kitahara-kun.
はい。ちょっと待ってください。
Okay. Please give me a moment.
49ページ16行目。
16th line on page 49. In the late autumn, what goes around comes around. So the saying goes. It's another haiku. Hey, if you knew, you could have read it yourself. Sorry, I butchered a few of those lines, but I think I got the gist of it.
Yokata. 今日もいた。
Oh, good. He's here today, too.
こっちはもう誰もいないか。
And there's no one here anymore. Music room number 1, which we could only use twice a week. However, starting next week, Takeya dragged me into this music room in April. When we changed classes, I thought that our inseparable friendship would be broken. However, he dragged me in here on the day of the opening ceremony. While he was busy flirting with girls, I was busy being a proper student, simply enjoying writing and social sciences. Because of that, I didn't even know what a guitar string was. Though, if you ask me right now if my playing had improved at all, there'd be various things that might perplex you. The others who were gathered in the club weren't really all that serious about music either. They just wanted to go out with a bang on their final school festival. I'm actually not going to turn it down, at least not now. I kind of want to hear it. I want to see if there's any BGM in the background. So I'm just going to restart this a little bit so I can get it all. We changed classes. I thought that our inseparable friendship would be broken. However, he dragged me in here on the day of the opening ceremony. While he was busy flirting with girls, I was busy being a proper student, simply enjoying writing and social sciences. Because of that, I didn't even know what a guitar string was. Though if you ask me right now if my playing had improved at all, there'd be various things that might perplex you. The others who were gathered in the club weren't really all that serious about music either. They just wanted to go out with a bang on their final school festival. And I just couldn't keep up with them. My low skill level would probably have caused them trouble. Even so, my fingers gradually reached a point where they could push down guitar strings reliably. Almost like if I were to ask myself, I'd just answer, "Isn't this natural?" In the end, I was working from behind the scenes, just like I'd figured from the start. When all was said and done, Takeya hadn't abandoned me. Despite my numerous questions, he'd always try to answer me the best he could. Nevertheless, in merely half a year, the club had been destroyed due to the decisions he made as a leader. Whatever.
今日はこっちの趣味に付き合ってもらうからな。
I'll have you
何しろ最後だし。
I'll have you play according to my taste this time. It'll be the last time, after all. Do you know this song? I'll give you the words after. It's going through this pretty quick.
ありがとう、音楽学。
Alright, thanks again, Mr. Music Student. Eh? It should have ended there. With this session, the Light Music Club should have met its demise. Even so, still, even so. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. So now we've heard Setsuna. I'm gonna go back and just kind of read some of the lines that we missed. I'll turn this beautiful BGM almost off. So these are the lines. These were his thoughts, basically. He said, "I'll have you play according to my taste this time. It'll be the last time, after all. This is the first song this is the song I first began practicing with, and it is the song that I've perfected." Takea laughed it off as me getting on the bandwagon, but I can't help but like it. White Album. It was released about 10 years ago, and for a while it was the theme song for winter, echoing throughout the city. Even now, it's common for karaoke or TV programs to feature this universally beloved song, and requests for it only increase during the coming season. Alright, thanks, Mr. Music Student. And as I play this somewhat popular song, the resident of Music Room number 2 responds to me, playing along with me. The first time I heard this song, it was on a TV broadcast to the music festival, and that took place in the original White Album. Even now, I can remember it vividly. The top prize had gone to Ogata Rina, an artist with extraordinary abilities at the time, topping charts, even in the US, and attaining fame worldwide. But her winning song wasn't what etched deeply into my mind. Instead, it was the debut song of artist Morikawa Yuki, who'd gotten the runner-up place. And Morikawa Yuki played, obviously, White Album. After watching that show, despite knowing I was a bad singer, I kept singing the song in falsetto, bearing all the frowns from my classmates and family. Which was why, when I started, despite it not really fitting the guitar and expecting everyone to frown upon it, this was the song I had decided to take on. It's a month too early, but this'll be my last performance. At the very least, I would like to end it with the song. And then I read the rest of it. It should have ended there. With this, the Light Music Club should have met its demise. Even so, still, even so. And he ran his way up here to the top of the roof. And he meets Setsuna. So Setsuna, she's a little shocked.
あれもしかして
Aren't you?
おぎそ
Ogiso.
実行委員さんのお手伝いさん
Mr. Executive Committee member's helper. The vocalist. Of all the places in the world, the genuinely beautiful vocalist who I'd never thought I'd find.
もしかしてあなたがギターの人
Could you be the guitarist? She now stands right before my eyes. And that's actually the end of this section, so I'm going to have to pull up a new section. I'll probably keep this video separate from the rest. And it'll be a whole new section next. Alright guys, thanks for watching.